Howdy, with this video number 7, want to go over the self-regulated learner essay. It's going to be the writing assignment we're working on for the rest of the bridge course. Uh, to find the assignment, you go to our course, obviously, then you go to content, and then down here to material for essay. I'm already there, actually. Once you click on that, you'll see the essay assignment right there, and you'll see a sample essay, and we'll talk about that here in a second as well. But if you click on that, the self-regulated learner essay, that's a hard thing to say. You'll see the assignment there. And basically what we're going to be doing is building on essay paragraph number 2, that self-regulated learner paragraph. And we're going to start adding some more paragraphs to that until we get a 5-paragraph essay with an introduction, conclusion, all that good stuff. And then once we do that, that's pretty much what we're going to be spending on for next Wednesday, the 14th. Then the week after that, we're going to add research into that essay, so we can kind of see how MLA formatting and research works within an essay. Then that'll pretty much take us to the end of the course there. But hopefully it's going to be a good preparation for Comp 1 as well. Probably going to go beyond the 5-paragraph essay in Comp 1, but it's a good tool to have in your back pocket. And if you remember, many of you in your diagnostic writing use the 5-paragraph format, which is a perfect format for that kind of assignment, where you want the kind of the format already given to you. But you're going to write a 700-word minimum 5-paragraph essay employing MLA formatting, and you got to use any 3 of the profile points that are given to you. For the paragraph, you got to choose 1. You're going to add 2 more profile points for this essay. They're the same points that you already read about. And again, you can pick points you're good at, maybe points you're not so good at. Sometimes it's good to pick maybe 1 you're good at and 2 you need to work on, or 2 you're good at, 1 you need to work on, and mix it up a little bit. But you're going to stay focused on your experience, not telling the reader how they can be better at self-regulated learning. You're telling us why you are, or you kind of are, or maybe you really need to work on one of these points. That's what you're going to focus on in the essay. And you should definitely use that second paragraph in this essay. You've already got one of these paragraphs done. That's kind of what we're building with here. So, but this essay, the first 4 paragraphs should be at least 150 words. The concluding paragraph should be at least 100 words. So the whole essay is going to be at least 700 words, right? Should use a semicolon, a colon, and a set of dashes. We're going to start practicing with some new punctuation. But you're still going to keep using that figurative language, good description. Don't just say your desk is messy or something like that. So you give us a good description of what that might look like, or whatever your situation is. No you, or it. Same points you saw for the paragraph, but you're going to have to pick 2 more to work into your essay. And if you go to that sample essay, again, it's right here, sample self-regulated learner essay with the source in it. I got that open, I think, yeah. I picked one that it's going to be hard to copy unless you're a high school student, which none of you are right now. You're in college now, right? But this is one of my dual enrollment students. For the first paragraph in the essay, you're going to introduce yourself and as a student. And many of you might want to go back to high school. You might point out, like, it's been quite a few years since I've been in high school. If I was writing this essay, I'd have to point out that I graduated from high school in 1982. And also in my first paragraph, I would point out that I was a horrible student in high school. And it didn't serve me well my first try at college either. So my first paragraph, I might start off, kind of saying, high school, I was a horrible student. But I've gone through some hard knocks in life, and I've learned some things. So now that I'm more mature, at least in terms of chronological age, maybe I've learned some stuff, and I'm ready to start applying this to my college studies. Whatever your situation is, some of you are a little younger. You might just kind of go like, in high school, that's pretty good, but now I'm ready to try college. But you're going to see that first paragraph. She's introducing herself as a student. She's an awfully good student. So she's in all the clubs and has a 4.0 and all that good stuff. You're going to see she's going to use a source here. You don't have to worry about this for the 14th, next Wednesday. We're going to do that for the following Wednesday. Learn how to put sources in your paper. I went ahead and just left it in there so you can kind of start seeing how sources need to be documented a little bit. But she's introducing herself as a student, kind of discussing her situation, what she wants to do in the future. Then she gives her thesis statement, and what a thesis statement is a one sentence that tells us what your essay is going to be about. So for this essay, you probably want to say something like, to be a successful college student, I need to either be good at these, continue to be good at these things, or work on these things, or however, whatever mix you're going to give there. But you should have your 3 profile points in that thesis statement. So the first paragraph is an introduction leading to that thesis. And here we have, as a self-regulated learner, I've become successful at planning and organizing my work, controlling the learning environment around me to reduce distractions, and asking questions till I'm sure that I've learned the material. So she's telling us 3 reasons why she's a pretty good student, which she's kind of established in the first paragraph. Again, if I was writing this essay, I would have a much different first paragraph, particularly if I was back as a freshman in college trying to write this essay. I did not have a good history in high school. But there's a good thesis statement there. It tells us, I'm saying I'm pretty good. She's saying I'm a pretty good student, and here's why. I plan and organize my work. I control the learning environment, ask questions till I understand what's going on. We see those 3 points directly from the assignment sheet and the reading you did on self-regulated learning. So pretty good first paragraph there. Then she, just like that self-regulated paragraph, you want to start with a good, clear topic sentence. And here we got, planning and organizing my work is something that I've grown very accustomed to throughout my high school years in high school. And again, remember, she's still a dual enrollment student. She's doing college courses while she's still in high school. So she's kind of a little bit different focus than you guys, right? Then this is going to go through the paragraph and detail how she's good at planning and organizing work, being as specific as possible, color coding, sticky notes, all this good stuff that she does to make sure she's planned and organized. Make sure your examples have good development. You'll see I'm going to start complaining about, well, not complaining, but noting certain things that could use maybe a little more work here. One thing that's kind of missing is a kind of a good concluding sentence for that paragraph. And that's kind of it's kind of a complaint with the essay as a whole. I'm saying she's not bringing the paragraphs to a good close. It's kind of stopping in mid-thought. But overall, doing a good job of giving a good, clear topic sentence that's coming straight from the thesis, and giving good details and discussing why she's a good student in this particular way. The next paragraph, she talks about controlling the learning environment. I'm kind of pointing out some of the punctuation there, and we'll talk about that a little bit more next Wednesday as well. And I'm not going to read this whole thing. You can read faster than I can talk. So, but notice she's given good description when she talks about listening to music while she studies. She tells us exactly what she's talking about. Johnny Cash may not be my particular choice for studying music, although I like Johnny Cash, but it works for her, and that's kind of what we're getting into. Pretty good overall. Again, the paragraph could use a good concluding sentence. Now, this is going to get into her third thesis point, which is asking questions, and then she's going to detail how she's good at that and how that helps her be a good student. Again, if I was writing this essay, I'd probably pick 1 or 2 I wasn't good at. That'd be pretty easy for me. There's still some things I need to work on as a person. But still a good essay, a good clear thesis of the 3 body paragraphs, each talking about each one of those thesis points and developing those ideas well. Then she has her concluding paragraph. Kind of jumps around a little bit. So, it's not a perfect essay, but she does a good job showing you the form and what you could be doing. One thing you want to avoid in concluding paragraphs in humanities-based essays is don't repeat what you've already said. You might have been taught to do that in speech classes or in high school writing. You're kind of building. So how's a self-regulated learning going to help you in whatever career you're thinking about getting into or whatever you want to do with your future? It just makes you a better person sometimes, right? My wife and I, we have quite a few children. If we weren't organized, we didn't plan things, it'd just be total chaos on our house. So pretty good overall. You're not going to worry about a works cited page for the 14th. But hopefully this Thursday on the 8th, you're kind of seeing how it's all going to work, and hopefully over the week you'll be going to be thinking about it. So when you come in on the 14th, going to be coming in pretty much hopefully ready to write. You have your thesis, your profile points ready to go. And again, you've already got one done, so really you're just writing 4 paragraphs instead of the 5. But once you actually get into the nitty-gritty parts, because you're going to use that paragraph number 2 you've already done. But again, this material is up there for you on D2L. If you have any questions about it, be sure and let me know. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.